Influence should be loaned, but never given.
To me, the key word is you're an advocate for your team.
It reminds me a lot of what we do for our clients. We represent them and are the voice for those that don't have the ability to do it on their own, right?
Yeah.
So it's a drive too. It's influence, but it's also the drive. But the drive you can't teach. It comes from within, you know?
So like if you understand that you have a certain level of influence, your voice is important.
Others, they also want to do it as well because they see that there's a positive impact. So it's influencing other influencers as well.
It's a collaboration, right? It's like once I know that you have influence, I have influence, I can be open, honest, and constructive with you, right? And through this exchange, we're collaborating.
We're not only trying to influence, but we're also trying to duplicate. Most leaders, especially in a professional setting, are trying to take the information from their mind and duplicate it into other people's minds.
Since we're talking about ways to influence our team so that they can get up, they can become leaders, what are those ways to influence?
I think it starts with the roadmap, right? You gotta have very, very clear and concise mission and vision.
You got something to say, I'm gonna hear you out. I'm gonna stop doing what I'm doing. I'm gonna stop typing what I'm typing. Now you have my undivided attention for 30 seconds, 2 minutes. That's such a simple thing, but it's so for granted. We take it for granted, and it goes a long way.
You know what that's called? Respect. I know a lot of us hate that, but it is. It's respect. We give respect to those that give us respect. It's the easiest way to influence. It's so easy. You want to influence someone your way? Show them respect.
Giving people the 5-minute favor, and in reference to ways that you can add value to somebody and make them feel heard and make them feel understood, right?
And then I was like, what is Kevin doing here? He's actually taking calls, and he didn't even say anything to the team like, hey team, we have calls waiting, can you take those calls, can you minimize our breaks or whatever, but he just jumped into the queue and take those calls, and all of us were like in awe, like, oh really, this general manager is taking those phone calls. So it's kind of like pressuring that, hey, this general manager is taking calls, so I should also like make sure that I will be taking more calls because to help the queue. So basically it helped everyone to still finish that day, because there is a leader who actually did something that he didn't even speak and he didn't even let us know that he is there, but we saw that he is taking calls. So that's a great example, and that's really a servant leadership. So yeah.